So appointment of auditor.
Taiwa, thanks for that, Moira. What we'll do here is that we'll just make the stop, take on board the financials as presented, because what I would like to do is move the motion that they be received from the members. And if we can do that, that'll tidy up this part, and then we can move on to the appointment of the auditor. So those are the financials presented for year end 2020. And we do need to get those obviously presented and received. So can I have a move and a seconder that the financial accounts be received, please?
Miria Wipaki and Thomas Curtis.
Thank you. I'll take the report as being received and carried. Thank you, Moira. So if we can just move on to that next one now with the appointment of auditor.
Okay, can I just, there's a question from Marlene, and it says, do the audited accounts with the auditor's stamp get posted on our website?
So that should be a yes, as part of our AGM, part of our AGM documentation.
There's just another question from Chaz in the chat.
Okay.
Moira, will you be providing a more up-to-date financial position?
Okay. So yes, we will, but that will be, so our 2020, 2021 are just about at the auditors. We're working on them now. So I'm not sure if we will have it at the this year. It could be at the next AGM that we may do too.
Yep, that's certainly that is the plan, because we are in catch-up mode, and so we'll get the end of year 21s audited, which have been audited shortly, and of course at the same time, well, it'll come around that we need to get the 2022 as well. So all going to plan, which hasn't really gone to plan totally. We'll have the two sets of accounts audited and presented at the next AGM.
Maybe if I could just also say that your trustees receive regular monthly reports at their trustee meetings on the current financial situation, so you can have that conversation with your trustees of your iwi runanga. They can provide that information to you.
Yep. Cool, thank you. Right, so let's move on to the appointment of auditor, and I'll pass it back to you, Moira.
I think Thomas had a question, sorry.
Okay, sorry, I'm not seeing the questions, Vanessa.
No, I just put my hand up. Is there a reason why we're behind with the accounts? Because we haven't offered the reason.
Well, we did actually, Thomas. It's due to the COVID. Yeah. And also the Silks accountants are they were had lots of back work that they had to do. And I know that through Ngāti Tamakōpere, because we were in the same boat as well in that period.
Awesome.
Okay, let's move on, please. And appointment of auditor, back to you, Moira.
Okay, so at the last AGM, we actually appointed silks to do our 2019 and 2020 and our 2020 and 2021. So, and that's where it is, and that's there. So we don't actually have to appoint the auditor, but if you want to do that, redo that, then that's fine.
No, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that we had that in front of everybody. So that has been set already. So that's kei toa, as long as everybody knows that. So essentially, last time we appointed them for 2 years. That's what you're telling everybody, right?
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. Okie dokie.
Oh, and that's my report. Kia ora.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Maura. Appreciate that. Cool. Let's move on to the next item on the agenda is the date of the next AGM. So we've already got a date there, which is essentially in a year's time. Same time, I'm not sure about the same place. Who knows? We might be able to run it tinana. We shall see how that rolls out. Nonetheless, we do have a date for the next AGM, which is 24 March 2023 in a year's time. So that's now set, locked and loaded. I think finally we have general business. If there are any general business items, we have 5 minutes to go before I close the AGM. And look, as I say, if there are any pressing issues or matters, there are other fora to cover those off. But we have 5 minutes if there are any general business items.
If you raise your hand, I think we can try and give you the option to talk to your query if you have anything. We'll try it anyway. Here with us.
Cool.
Yeah, if anybody has anything.
Cool. All right.
Sorry, Utica, can I just say, and just a reminder that we do have our huiaro here on Sunday. So great opportunity for everybody to come on board, and it won't be a webinar, I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is a webinar.
We've had.
Aroha mai.
Kia ora, Marlene. I've given you the option to talk. We can try it and see.
Oh,
Yeah, let's try.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hi.
we can, Marlene. Kia ora and welcome.
Kia ora koutou. I was just wondering, in future, would we be able to have access to the report prior to the meeting so that we can actually read through it, especially the financials? You know, like at least a day or two prior to the hui. I mean, say most places give you at least. Other trusts, that other AGMs that I've been to for iwi usually give you months prior to the hui to have access.
Yep. Kia ora, Marlene. I'll respond to that. Look, all best intentions don't come to fruition, and it has been our intention to provide it sooner in advance, so that gives people opportunity to work their way through the material. But we will certainly try our best to get it out way sooner than the actual day. And our apologies for just basically providing it on the day, because we do want engagement from our whānau in terms of the information that's been provided. So we will make a commitment to try our best to get that out well in advance. Kia ora.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Nice to hear from you too, Marlene.
Thank you, and nice to see you all too.
Yeah, cool. All right.